Found some cow pals. Look where they live. Right next to a giant flare stack and a gas plant. Not sure there's anything so depressing.
Northeast BC is home to the 6th biggest carbon bomb in the world. If the fracked gas in the Montney region is unleashed, it will cause huge damage to our climate. Right now, gas companies are rushing to drill it open to fuel a new LNG export boom.
What's up? He says we need Charlie's consent to take photos. Not from the road. Yeah.
All right, Peter, what are we up to?
I'm just going to put my drone up here and see what we can see.
The gas in Northeast BC lies thousands of meters below the surface of the Earth. To get at it, gas companies drill a deep well and blast a toxic mix of water and chemicals into the ground, fracturing the rock so the gas can escape. This is fracking, and it permanently contaminates our precious fresh water. This is a waste pond with all these colorful flying flags that look like pretty, but they're really horrible to scare away birds from landing on this toxic sludge that is created from basically what gets pumped out of the fracking process. And we just got like a huge whiff of it. You can just smell it so intensely. This is the industry that is sucking up so much fresh water and turning it into this. They're paying like nothing for the privilege of using this incredible natural resource that we all rely on. Like, you know, we were just talking to some folks in the community about how they had to make tough choices during a drought, right? About whether to like use their drinking water or, you know, put out fires, all kinds of really brutal choices. And here's an industry that is really sucking up millions and millions and millions of liters. Oh, it's so intense, eh?
Yeah, the smell is like nothing else I've ever smelled before.
So we're driving through Taylor, BC right now, and it's just so clear the way this industry is part of all aspects of life here. People living next to plants like this one have higher rates of cancer, contaminated drinking water, and the man camps built to house gas workers are linked to higher rates of violence to women, especially Indigenous women. So we're here by the side of the road looking at a gigantic pile of toxic fracking waste. It's really hard to kind of get a sense of the scale of it.
You have your driver's license handy?
I do.
Do you have a driver's license with you? We got a report that you guys are out flying drones over top of lease sites.
We
and
are
well sites.
flying drones adjacent to lease sites.
So on the other side of this waste dump is a whole bunch of wildfire damage, kind of as far as the eye can see.
So I'm walking through the remains of the Donny Creek wildfire. Folks remember, this is the fire that burned larger than the size of the entire province of PEI.
The largest wildfire in BC history is still burning out of control north of Fort St. John tonight.
Northeast BC gets pummeled with droughts and wildfires every year, and they're only getting worse. Fracking is fueling the drought, and the expansion of LNG pipelines and export terminals is fueling fracking. Because of the fracking-fueled drought, there isn't enough water to flood the Site C mega dam reservoir. And when Site C finally is up and running, that electricity won't help BC homes get off gas. Instead, it will power so-called net zero LNG terminals, exporting more of the fossil fuels that are causing the drought. BC Hydro just approved a new taxpayer-funded transmission line that would make this industry pipe dream a reality. BC Hydro also just called for new solar and wind power for the first time in 15 years. Bit of words here, we're like, this is what we could have, you know, instead of oil and gas and clean. This place could be, you know, Canada's wind capital. This is a choice point, and this region could go in a totally different direction. It is possible. The land around here is so beautiful, it's so fertile, and we've met with so many amazing people who are working so hard to protect this beautiful land and who have such a vision for how it could be different.